How's it look?
It's fine. It's fine. You want that box?
Yeah, let me get that one. I'll get that one.
Both of you want to get one?
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm going to get Charlie on, no problem. No, I can't commentate on this. I'm learning this game. Okay, we got Filipino Ricky.
I recognize you from Facebook.
And we got you know what? Santos on the table. This should be a quick game. This is going to be a very good game. Santos is going to try to outmove him, outshoot him. Ricky's challenge is to outdo Santos. Ricky gonna take his time and try to. Ricky gonna take his time and try to. Pocket the balls. It's a race to what? I think this is a race to win. Yeah, I know this is a race to one.
He just won 4 balls, man.
Ricky got a funny angle at this shot. You got to get above the stack and shoot down at this ball. He done jumped out on Santos.
He's got to make it deuce.
Ricky got 4 balls.
There's nothing left.
He's in it now.
He looks kind of deep into this game. Looks like he's trying to concentrate. He knows if he beats Santos, he's got a good chance to finish in the money. Ball count. Ricky got 5, Santos has 9. Five to nothing ball count, race to 1.
Santos don't want to take a shot at that 10 ball straight back. I wonder why. Because he don't have enough room to get that rock and move across the corner.
That's what I learned today.
Huh?
That's what I learned today. Well, you ain't gotta necessarily make the ball, just put it in the hole. To control the cue ball.
Situations dictate that. That's not the rule of thumb. In one pocket, there is no rule of thumb. Situations dictate your next move. And every shot is a situation.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I do.
Every shot is a situation. Situations dictate what you do. So you have to read the situation. Some guys get in trouble because they overdo it and don't read it.
Right.
You got to read the situation. In some cases, you may have a ball that you can cleanly pocket, but it'll put you in a position where you can't do nothing the next shot.
Right. Okay.
And the shot is to pass that one ball up, do something else, and put two more balls over there. So that when you do get a shot, instead of pocketing one ball, you pocket three.
Yeah, so that's like...
So you have to be knowledgeable. We call that getting in the box. You got to stay in there.
Okay.
If you come out of it, then you miss it. Oh.
No, have your conversation, but have it on the stream. Got it? Have your conversation on the stream. It's fine. Like, I think it's good for you to ask me questions. Just hold the mic forward a little bit. Watch out for the ball. Thank you. Ask them a question. I think it's good.
So when you actually are contemplating your next shot, you're actually contemplating the situation. You know that you have to do that.
Yeah.
There is no verbatim.
Well, no, but it was something that I didn't realize at first. Pinkett.
Charles Pinkett is in the booth with Box. And we're going to do a little conversing while you watch the Filipinos
Just
play.
speak into the mic. Okay?
He happens to be a little interested in one pocket.
It's easier for you.
Okay.
And we're going to see what we can do for him.
Yeah, no, what it was is today I was learning that it's not always necessary to pocket that ball like you were saying. Sometimes it's not a good thing. But setting it up and getting the cue ball, controlling the cue ball is what I was being taught today.
Now, what I like what you said was set up. You see, because that's very important. That leads back to my tears.
Okay.
But I'm not going to do that.
I remember the tears.
Right. But you set it up. And as you set it up, see, the coldest thing in the world between two people is a setup. I can set you up today for something next year.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Understood.
So the same thing with one pocket. You can lob that ball over there with the intent and the purpose. Your opponent may not know it. But now your job is to play to the ball.
Right.
Play to that setup. Play to what you put into play. Some people don't play that way.
Well, that's, I mean, you know, it's kind of weird because since I'm learning the game, okay, and I'm picking it up.
Paying more attention.
Exactly.
I'm
paying more attention to the game, so I'm learning what can be done and what shouldn't be done. Mm-hmm. You know, it's very interesting. You're right, but the thing about putting things in the box, yeah, that's how you set up your hand. I'm understanding that.
You have to do that.
I'm understanding that a lot.
You'll find that, see, some guys figure that when they shoot at a ball, they have to pocket that ball. Perfect example. I've seen guys that go for a bank or short bank or long bank, but they're so intent on pocketing the ball, they see that ball is going to have a kiss. And that kiss is going to send the ball to the opposite side of the table, to the opposite opponent's table. But they so intent on making the ball, they still shoot it.
Okay, but that's not, yeah.
And the kiss sends the ball to the opposite side of the table.
Waste the shot.
Instead of playing past the kiss, but they still intent on making the ball.
Right.
Instead of playing past the kiss.
So now playing past the kiss, they would actually still put the ball in the neighborhood. They just wouldn't pocket it.
That's right.
Yeah, okay. Okay, that's understood. That's
a lot of cats will refuse to pocket one ball. In certain scenarios, they refuse to pocket one ball because that one ball takes the cue ball out of a particular angle, away from a particular shot, back to the pocket. So what they'll do is move 2 or 3 more balls in the vicinity and duck.
So they can work.
So now that when they do get a shot, they're doing more than just one thing.
Right.
They get 2 or 3 with a potential.
Okay, but it's like I'm not sure who I was speaking with, but they were referring to making the shot and then sticking you up. You know, and I'm understanding that as being I'm understanding that as that's somebody's way of playing. You know, they make one ball, put you in the stack. You know, wait for you to do something wrong, and then they make another ball, put you back in the stack.
Yeah. But you gotta remember, everybody's mindset is different. And that's what makes one pocket what it is. Everybody's mindset is different. You got some cats who play duck and hide better than they can shoot straight.
Right.
You got some guys who can shoot straight but can't duck and hide.
Okay.
Decision making in one pocket is 50% of winning the game. Your decision making, it's 50% to me.
Okay.
I'm only giving you mine.
Well, no, I mean it's you know, once again, Box, I'm learning the different aspects of it. So it's everything means a lot to me. You know what I mean? It's not like I can take anything for granted. I was playing Butch earlier, and
Butch is a grinder. He's not gonna shoot at nothing.
I found that out. I found that out.
He ain't shooting at nothing. And when he's shooting with extreme confidence.
Yeah. Yeah. He's trying to get out. He really is.
You know, I tell a lot of guys that play one pocket, it's good to know your opponent. You know, I don't mean shake his hand and you know, go out to dinner. I'm talking about it's good to know your opponent. You know, if you know your opponent to the point where he's docile. I don't mean a sucker or nothing like that. I mean, he's just normally docile, non-aggressive.
Right.
Well, when you play, you already know he's not going to be aggressive because
that's his nature.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that.
If you're playing a naturally aggressive cat, then you got to get prepared for it because here he comes. He's coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All that counts.
Well, it does. It does. It does.
All that counts.
What's the count here, do you know?
Yeah, Ricky got 5, Santos has none.
That was a nice bang. Cost him, though.
Ricky wanted that ball to fall off.
That was kind of cold. Hey, man, what's going on? How you doing?
Good to see you.
Where's Mr.
Man, excited to play today. Yeah.
Where's
Table 9.
Yeah, this is over.
Ricky has 6, Santos has none.
Where are they streaming? This one or this is
Yeah, you're right, Harry. You can change
two
speed.
buckets for one bucket.
Mentally and physically.
They don't like him
Yeah, he cleaned that up.
because big pockets.
Deeper.
No,
That's the winter side match, so it must be, so it must be a race of 2, right?
That's the winter side match.
Okay. I worked out with Ricky today.
Did you?
Yeah. Some of the things he was showing me was kind of advanced. but I picked up a couple of things. I really did pick up a couple of things.
Greatest asset. Get you some DVDs.
Oh man, I'm on YouTube all day long. No?
Hardly ever.
Get you some DVDs of people you like to play. So you like me, you like Cecil.
No, I'm gonna
Get you some DVDs of Cecil.
a couple of hours and then come back.
Give you some DVDs. Lots of pop.
Daniel, talk to me.
Get you some, I'll hook you up. Folks, I'll hook you up.
Oh, I talked to him.
You gotta get something there that you can stop and start looking.
Oh. Okay.
Why? Go over.
Okay.
You take certain things from certain people. Mark Tad, I take his break. Mark Tad, to me, had the coldest one pocket break ever. But I also sat here and watched him for 11 weeks. Do nothing but practice the break. 7 hours every day.
Just break?
Break them, go back down there, re-rack them. Break them, go back down there, re-rack them. 7 hours. Mark Tad, right here. Had the coldest break ever.
I haven't seen him lately. I guess I gotta find him. I haven't seen him lately at all.
He stopped playing, he back playing, stopped playing, but I got him on DVD.
Okay.
And I got him playing 9 over here one pocket. Take certain things.
Yeah, well, I take what works for me.
But you find somebody you like, they style of play. And then, watch it. Also, get you go online.
A what?
Go online. Go to onepocket.org.
I keep hearing people mention that.
And print the rules out.
Okay.
So that way you be familiar with the rules which come to play on some shots.
Okay, now the rule of any ball foul.
There is no any ball foul in one pocket.
So I see him call it all the time though. If a man's getting ready to shoot a ball and he touches another ball, they call him a foul.
No. Incorrect.
Then what is it I'm seeing? Because
It's not a foul.
okay, then what is it?
If you touch a ball in one pocket, haphazardly,
Right.
then your opponent has the opportunity to place the ball back to where it was.
Okay.
Give that opportunity to your opponent. Now, where it gets tricky at is if you touch the ball and then you place the ball back without notifying your opponent. Now that's a foul.
Okay, now I understand.
But now, there is a foul and you are penalized by over the ball. But the rock stays where it was at and you do not get ball in hand.
Oh yeah, but there's no ball in hand in one pocket. Okay. I think Santos is turning it up, or was that a mistake?
Santos trying to win.
Yeah, but he just pocketed the ball in Ricky's hole, didn't he?
One of my
Yeah, he did.
one of my students I see is in the chat room. Correct. You can't agree to any rule. But you call that a prop. A prop is any time you agree to rules outside the rules. That's a prop. Most one-pocket games are not considered props unless you're doing something special. A handspan or
Handstand.
yeah,
Man, I remember
something
that.
like that, But it looks straight out one-pocket match. It also depends on what rule you're playing in, because the house rules. So you got BCA, ABA, APA, whatever they call it. Most rules are international. For instance, if you move a ball on the table and you happen to move the ball in the middle of your shot and it comes in contact with the cue ball, that is a foul during the shot. But house rules.
Let me ask you something, Box. With that shot right there, you move a ball accidentally in the process of shooting, and the ball gets in your path. Now, are you allowed to shoot that ball if it's left in your path?
I don't understand.
Okay, I'm shooting the ball, and I accidentally moved another ball. Okay, I make my shot. Now, the ball that I moved is now on the path for another shot. Am I allowed to shoot that ball?
No, that's not you. That's not dictated by you. That's dictated by your opponent.
Okay.
The opponent has the opportunity to move that ball back or leave it like it is.
But okay, so if it's in the midst of the stroke, then he has, after the stroke, he gets to determine.
Doesn't make a difference.
Okay.
Doesn't make a difference. Perfect example of that, I remember Efren playing Billy Palmer. I think the DVD is on Acrostat, and it's 2004.
Okay.
There's balls around the pocket. Efren dropped the chalk, and the chalk moved the ball. And Efren asked Billy Palmer, was he comfortable? No, he notified Billy Palmer that he dropped the chalk and that the ball moved. Billy walked over and shook his hand and said, no, let it go. Efren surveyed the table to see what his next shot was, and he asked Billy again, are you comfortable where the ball is laying? Billy said, fine, leave it like it is, let's play. So you got to allow that to take place too. Once he saw it wasn't nothing intended, you're not playing a person that's trying to cheat you.
Right, okay.
You know.
Okay.
So once, I guess what I'm saying is once you have fixed the error, then play continues as normal.
Okay, so basically,
come back and shoot that ball or do whatever you want to do.
Okay, so basically fixing the error is just letting your opponent know what happened.
Exactly.
Okay.
Once he accepts it or fixes it, we go right back to play. No, nothing changed. Today he was watching the match. I'm gonna put him on blast. Martin took a shot. When he took the shot, he moved the ball with his stick, playing Santos. Moved the ball with his stick. Santos saw it. He saw it. But the point is, he didn't say it to Santos, hey, I moved the ball with my stick. What do you want to do? You never notified the man, just kept playing like it wasn't nothing. That says a lot about the person that you're playing. So when that kind of thing happens, you know what kind of person you're playing, so you got to stay on top of the moves. Because everybody's not going to do that. Everybody's not going to tell you, hey, I moved the ball. You got to be paying attention to your own time.
Okay, but now I'm getting a little confused here, because if I saw them move the ball, they actually know they moved the ball, and they don't tell me.
Right.
Now, is this the makings of a foul?
The makings of, anytime he moves the ball and don't notify you, it is a foul.
Okay, so as soon as he makes his next shot, then I'm allowed to call the foul. Or am I supposed to call it prior to him making his next shot?
You got to call it prior.
So that means that if he hasn't said it yet, that's all it is. He hasn't said it yet.
You say, hey man, you moved the ball, and you put it back.
Okay. Okay, so the conversation is forced up.
That's correct.
All right.
Yeah, Santos is playing bad right now.
No, he's got this rack.
Anytime you let Santos shoot, it's a bad situation.
I agree. I agree, but that boy Ricky ain't no joke either.
No. That's it. Playing for one.
Okay.
Table one, playing for one.
Let's see how it go. Yeah.
You know you got a computer, so when you get to the house, download the rules.
Okay. I'll do that. What was the site again?
OnePocket.org.
Okay, got it. How big was the field today?
22 people. See, you come from 9 balls.
Yeah.
Just like Ricky, you come from 9 balls. So you gotta, it's a difference in mentality. It's a difference in the momentum of the balls. It's a difference in the stroke, to me.
Okay. I agree.
To me. So you gotta pocket the balls a different type of way. Ricky plays one pocket the way he played 9 ball. So it wasn't hard for him. He got one of those real soft strokes.
Yeah.
You got some people like on table 7, that cat over there.
Yeah.
He gonna pop him. Johnny Kane, he gonna pop him. But they don't play one pocket either.
Okay. Okay, because it's like I'll admit that when I've been playing one pocket, my stroke has gotten soft. Matter of fact, today I was suffering from not hitting the ball firm enough. It was, the shot was good, but the ball would stop 3-4 inches from the pocket.
You know what?
I think I just softened up my stroke too much.
The weather is cold in here, so you gotta hit the ball a little harder.
Okay. I do know that the weather makes a difference. I just thought I was shooting too soft.
Everybody got on short sleeve, long sleeves, jackets and coats and all kind of stuff right now.
You know, this place has always been acceptable to the weather though.
Santos long sleeve. What's name long sleeve? Boy on table 2 long sleeve.
Yeah.
You got on long sleeve.
Yes, I do.
Everybody here got it. So that means you got to do a little something different to get the ball to work on the
Okay, you know.
carpet.
Okay. Okay, now I'm thinking because of Simone, it's going to roll better regardless, but the fact remains that it will slow down.
No ball count.
Now they're playing a little chess right now.
Ricky took a good foul up the table and came back down. See, Santos, when he's playing, Santos is not even on right now. He's nowhere near Santos.
Oh no.
When he's hitting them though, man, Santos hits the balls with so much firmness and so much accuracy.
I've always considered Santos to be one of the pros of the house.
Santos is probably the #1 killer outside of Tang Ho.
So Tang is playing again.
Tang touching him real well, especially one pocket. Don't forget, Santos played effort for the championship in one pocket. Had him beaten, fell off. That's also available on AccuStats.
Okay. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I need to get I need to check out AccuStats. But wait a minute, AccuStats, don't they sell the DVDs? Okay. Okay, I'm remembering them now.
Right now you got table 9, that's what Daniel and the other cat playing. Ricky's here, struggling with Santos. And them are only 2 live wire matches I see that's going on.
So are we down to 6 or are we down to 4?
like it might be down to 6. Because Marie still got balls on table 4 and table 10.
Right.
So it might be down to the last 4 after these 2 games here. Daniel's still in. That's good.
Actually, that is good.
You can't let Santos shoot. Santos is probably one of the most feared players because of his position play. You can't leave Santos a shot. He out of here. His position play is just too. Man.
Wow. And I want to say he played that.
He did. That stick he playing would probably weigh about 17 ounces.
Wait a minute, man. Wasn't that the same man?
He just looked over at me and started laughing. Ricky know he got lucky. He looked dead and he started laughing. Try to get it to him. Santos tried to pocket the 50.
He could actually bank that ball.
And it bubbled up in his pocket, and he couldn't believe he missed it, so he started laughing. No, you don't have tight pockets on the diamond table. The diamond table don't have one tight pockets. Tight pockets on the second table. We call it the devil table. Tightest pockets in the house, table 2. Used to be table 1.
You got to give it to him. Can't move them both. He can move one.
Ricky might try to shoot at that one ball. He know he got a line.
See, he's going to try to shoot out from here?
He might. Look, he's thinking about it. You know there's consequences. One thing about tournament play, you're going to see shots during tournament play that you will never see for your cheese. You know, that's one thing about watching those DVDs and coming to tournaments and watching tournaments. You're going to see
shot that
shots
too
being
hard.
shot at and played that you normally wouldn't see if you're an action player. Because if you was an action player, you know what I mean, you got some shots that you will shoot at. But there's other things that you got to calculate too. Got a ball count 4-2. Santos 4, Ricky 2.
Missed it.
Can he see that ball? Or is he going to go behind it?
I think he's going behind it because I can't see it. Yeah. Oh, it didn't hit a rail. You're right.
The ball from early. They hold the ball from earlier. Daniel's still on table 9, fighting. Where Santos is dangerous. start looking for stuff.
It's got to be moving at 11. Okay.
I've seen cats come from the East Coast that play, you know, they do their thing, play.
Oh, yeah.
But when they come in here,
Oh, this hard times.
stay away from Santos.
Yeah, this hard times, man. This ain't no place to be messing around.
I will say this diamond table roll's true. I've sat on the edge, I've sat on the rails many a time and watched the ball come down the side of that rail. I don't have nothing bad to say about it.
It does feel like the pockets are big on it, but they're deep. They're deep. Because I was shooting on it for a while, and I was like, it actually felt too easy.
You see that shot when you put that English on that ball?
Yeah.
Spun it right back to that same reel. That 13 ball pass or the 7 ball pass? If it do, we'll be watching another match real soon. Oh, it must don't.
That was a nice move.
That's okay, I'll tell you what.
Not really. That's not a great leave.
That rock was off the rail just a little bit more. The 4 ball, 6 ball goes to Santos' pocket. Like so.
Wow. Look like it's Frank the Barber and Daniel. So it looked like it's Frank the Barber and Daniel.
Yeah, he hit that ball really full. Daniel's still in. Him and Frank are still going to get ready to go at it.
I actually remember watching Daniel play, I think it was Oscar, and I made a comment, something like, wish I was there or something. Daniel done came a long way since then, man. It done came a long way since then.
I'd like to see how Daniel holds up against Mr. Almanza. I see an old friend of ours is in here, Don Lee. Don Lee from the 70s, played in Hawaiian Billiards. Whoa! Is Don leaving? Is he leaving?
No. He's coming to. He sat with me so long. He said, "I got to see Posse before I leave."
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get away without seeing him.
No. I told him.
All right.
He's coming over. I think he went to the restroom.
Okay. Yeah, Don Lee from the 70s, Hawaiian Billiards. Hung out with Hawaiian Brian.
Okay.
Yeah. Hung out with Mike. Hung out with Kenny Yoshida, owner of Golden Q.
Those Mike and Kenny at Holiday Bowl used to play each other.
Way back before that, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, I know Hawaiian Billiards was. I don't even think they were still here when I got here.
You know, I could have been. I had to pull myself away from Walt because once he got a hold of me, he put a ball and chain around my leg and wouldn't let me get up.
What I did is when I walked over, I shook your hand first, but I saw you getting ready to do some talking. So I said,
no. I didn't mean to ignore you, but but Walt and I go way back, you know. And so, and he taught me a lot, not just about pool. And
I saw Steve last night too. I don't know Steve, and in fact, Steve told me to give you his number. But they usually come in about 9 o'clock.
Okay, like I said, when I needed to take care of some stuff so I could hang around.
Yeah.
So you know, when this chair opens up, I'll be around.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know you can have this anytime, Bob.
Huh?
And you know you can have this anytime.
Sorry?
I said, you know you can have this chair anytime. Oh.
He's here because of me.
Okay.
He's no big deal. He's just another one from the 70s. And you know, that's another thing about this one pocket thing. The last time we streamed here, one pocket.
Yeah.
Right where Geraldine is sitting right there. There must have been 10 people from the 70s sitting right there. I'm sitting where you sitting. They were sitting right next to me, matching up.
Was they matching up, man?
Matching up. This cat here, Don, he's really significant in the billiard world as far as I'm concerned, because Don was one of those guys that was a businessman. He also had a cue repair business. Hung out with, you know, all the great Asian players from Hawaiian Brian on down. Tad, he was around the corner from Tad's for many years. Last time I saw Don, he looked the same. Last time I saw Don there, at Hawaiian Billiards.
Wait, how long ago was that, Box?
When I saw Brian last, was at Hawaiian Billiards. It had to be 1979.
That's when I came here.
That's when I see this man last time I saw him.
Yeah.
1979.
That's when I came to California, man. It was, matter of fact, I didn't even have a car back then.
The count is 2, 4, 6. 6 to 1.
No, he's got to have more than one, man. It's not that many balls left on the table.
Ricky just left them down, that's
Oh,
all.
okay.
2, 4, 6 to 1. 7 to 2 on the table. Santos has 6. Or Ricky has 6.
No, I was saying, back then when I came out here, Holiday Bowl was rolling. Okay, it used to be open 24 hours.
Well, see, Don was one of those cats that can go anywhere. 92nd, always, Charlie Mills.
All Nations?
Yeah, Charlie Mills.
Okay, well, I've been in Charlie Mills.
He was, you know, Don could do that. But when he went into business, he stopped playing.
Excuse me.
See, he walked over and said something to Potsy and to Walt.
Yeah.
He heard me on the stream and called Daniel to get my number. He said, I must know this guy. Sure enough, he did.
That was a piss poor try.
Don't leave it. Don't leave it.
Give it back to him.
He might have. Look, he might have.
It's close. It's, yeah. I think that was the wrong hole.
Also, I mean, Don's over talking to Chuck, man. Notice how many black guys he walked up to? Former opponent at one time.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Former opponent. He was at Hawaiian Billiards. What did I tell you?
Yeah. Like I said, I just heard rumors about Hawaiian Billiards.
No joke.
It's an interesting shot here. Because you got to move them both.
9 ball to his pocket.
Yeah.
Cold shot. He just won this. No, he did. He still got one more ball. Cold shot and 9 ball to his pocket.
Yeah, but it's quite clear somebody needs one.
Oh,
and that ain't it. And apparently it's not him.
He gave that to him.
You think so? That was a pitiful miss.
Thank you for the entertainment. Yeah. Yeah, right. There's a pecking order around here. We know who's at the top of the chain. It's okay. I'd have done the same thing. Of course. Coffee's on me.
Yeah, for real. Oh, so that means he's going to end up playing Daniel.
Who?
Well, whoever wins that match down there.
Ricky's out of line beating Santos.
Oh, I understand that.
They got a pecking order around here. Well, Ricky won it. Santos is out. Santos is in. Ricky's gone. And we're going to wait to see what's going on in the next one.